purple, not turtle.
That's what I said. Turtle. Right, of course. You don't know. Why would you? My apologies, lassie. See, I have a serious P deficiency. It's been a lifelong struggle. The Turtle Mountains. Nope, never heard of him. Sorry.
Do you know someone called Abnaxus?
Abnaxus? Now, there's a name I haven't heard spoken in years. Where do you know it from?
Sorry, I just overheard. Actually, I met Abnaxus recently. Well, I dreamed about Abnaxus. Or maybe it was more like a vision. This sounds crazy, I know, but...
Sounds completely sane to me, lass. Abnaxus turning up in visions. That's exactly the sort of fellow he was. Persistent, unpredictable, and not a little annoying. I met him when he was the Venar ambassador to Ireed. This was before the gutters, when I was still a dapper chap on the Markurian party circuit. We hit it off, especially seeing as I was going blind, theoretically, and he saw everything, past, present, and future. Years later, as he was leaving town, he entrusted me with the key to his home, said to take care of it. I'd sleep there from time to time. Very uncomfortable bunk. Musty smell of ancient books and foreign weeds. I didn't much care for it, to be honest.
You said something about a key to Abnaxus's house?
They called it the abode back then. Abnaxus's abode. Primitive accommodations, but luxurious location. Prime real estate. Central with a garden view. Very quiet at night.
And the key? Do you still have it? Sorry, this is really important.
Oh, I carry it with me every day. After all, it is a magic key. Figured it might do me lumbago some good.
What about this house? I mean, the abode?
Also still there, and not hard to find. Sits right circle in the center of the city green. Abnaxus carved it out of a petrified tree with his own morbidly huge hands. A few years ago, the authorities turned it into an historical landmark. Of course, no one can get inside on account of the Venar magic. Not without the key, at least.
This key, can I...
Oh, sure. Heavier than it looks, ain't it? More powerful than iron, worth its weight in precious stones, and then some. This magic goes back to the first magic. None of that modern hocus pocus. You feel it in your fingers when you hold it. Tingles, don't it?
It does. Sorry, I know this is asking a lot, but can I...
Borrow it? Aye, why not? It's done the lumbago no good. And I don't have much use for the place, now that I've a proper bunk here. But keep it safe. Abnaxus left most of his belongings behind and entrusted me with their care. I'd hate to betray that trust.
I promise. When I was 12, I was a lot like her. Awkward and... strike that, I'm still a lot like her. Hey, I made progress. Blind Bob, the general, gave me the key to Abnaxus's house. I might find what I'm looking for there.
That's great! Oh, I wish I could come with you, but there's this whole furry thing I've got going on. It's a big no-no in the city these days.
Sorry about that. Humans can be real dicks sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes. Some humans, not most. You're a good human. What are these dicks you speak of?
That's not important. Thanks again.
Oh, Anna.
Are you leaving already? We just met, and you'll come back though, right?
I hope so.
Oh, okay. Because there's so much I want to talk about, and I'll let you go now. Thanks for talking to me, Zoe. I miss you already. Shut up now. Anu, okay. Thanks. Bye.
Oh, Anu is precious. And that is how you make, a very talkative, non-known character
Great plans are probably laid here. Also, dinner.
You spoke with the General. Did you find what you were looking for?
It's a step in the right direction.
Good. I've asked them to ready a boat for you. Whenever you're ready, it will take you into the city. I may not fully understand your role, Zoe, but there's something about you that... I've learned to have faith in the balance. The balance provides. The balance guides. It's guiding you now. You must let it take you wherever it leads, like a leaf on a river. Bend to its will.
I'll try.
We shall speak again, Zoe Castillo. When the winds have quieted, the clouds have parted, and the grass on the great plain stands straight and tall once more.
Okay, so time to go into Mercuria. I wish we could find Naana though, but she is not here, sadly. It would be great to see for Zoe to see Naana.
I hope it's not too far into town because, yeah, I've seen sturdier boats in bathtubs.
Shepard said to take you into town. Just get in that boat and we'll leave immediately.
I think I want to model a character after Anu at some point.
Now I need to find the city green. I wish Crow was with me. I feel less alone with that silly bird around. Oh, hey, I remember this place. This is where I scared one of those large turtle cow things and freed a furry dog thing. Ah, memories. Broken, fragmented memories. I feel better having Crow around, even though I'm not sure what he can do. Still, a useless sidekick is better than no sidekick. I'm not saying he's useless.
You're back, and your head's still on. Did you swim?
Swim? No, boat. I boated. I mean, they dropped me off in a boat.
Impressive. So, what's the next step on our grand adventure? Tea and biscuits? A hearty nap, perhaps?
I need to find the city green and the home of Abnaxus.
I visit the city green every day to clean my feathers in the fountain. Follow me.
I wish I had wings. I could just fly to the Purple Mountains. After I get some proper direction. I fit right in with the locals. I like their style.
I really
Maybe
wish
I can
you had
introduce
wings.
a line of Arcadia in. So do I, Crow. Hey, are you okay?
Sure, why wouldn't I be?
I mean, April and...
Of course I'm not okay, okay? But I'm okay. I'll be okay. It's okay. We're okay. Don't worry about it, okay?
Crow.
She's not the first friend I've lost, and she won't be the last. You learn to roll with the punches. It's either that or punch back. Real hard.
Crow. Okay, can we go in here? Hey, we can. Let's go and talk to see if he is in. But yeah, it's just, you know. Another thing to like take note of is that Crow was there when the White of the Kin was killed, if I recall.
Ulvik seems like such a lovely man.
Ah,
Reminds me of Sully. Hello.
I must apologize for yesterday.
No apology necessary. I found the people I was looking for. Or rather, they found me.
Good. And you saw eye to eye?
They let me go. We're on the same side. I'm a friend.
Good. Good. I'm glad. And very relieved. You seemed like such a nice young woman. I was worried the resistance was going to, you know.
Wow. Well, I'm glad I didn't know that was a possibility.
Well, never mind that. You still have your head. It's Zoe, is it not? What can I do for you, Zoe?
This is my chance to get to know Ulvik better. So what's your story?
My story? Well, plenty of stories. It'd take all day and night to tell half of them.
Are you from Mercuria?
Aye. Well, I was born here, but I was always a child of the ocean. Before he was a publican, my father was a sailor, and my mother hailed from the Southern Islands. The salty sea was in my blood. So, I ran away from home. 3 times my father brought me back before he finally relented and let me sign up. 13 years old and galley boy on the Pearl of the Great Sea. 10 years after that, I made first mate on the Kandar's Tusk. She was a great ship.
How?
I miss her like I miss a lost limb. I only returned to Mercuria to take over my father's business when he passed. He owned a tavern. Not this one, I'm afraid. It burned in the war. I fought the tyrant, joined the city guard, and then finally I scraped enough coin together to buy this place. So, here I am. Both feet planted firmly on solid soil. But you know, my heart remains in the southern seas. I courted the beautiful Princess Kuamaka. Angered a king, got chased off by savages with spears. I might one day go back to claim my pride and conquer a kingdom. But for now, I'm happy serving warm beer, listening to drunken confessions, and helping friends. My seditious, rebellious friends.
I can't shake the feeling. Time to run along. I have places to go, and I can't shake the feeling that there's something about that guy I saw rummaging through Kian's belongings. The man who captured me.
Jackeye.
That's him. What do you know about him?
Jackeye Salmin, old Benry May's nephew. He stops by now and then, oftentimes with important messages. He does a lot of that, communications. But I don't know too much about him. Why do you ask?
Not sure. I surprised him in the Enclave. He was acting strangely.
His aunt is serving a sentence in Coldstone. I believe they're very close. That might explain his behavior.
That's probably it. Just keep an eye on him, maybe?
I certainly will.
I should try to engage him in a friendly conversation. People say good things about you.
Do they now? Well, I appreciate the sentiment. I'm friendly to friends, civil to customers, and, less so to everyone else. But I will welcome all sorts to the Rooster, unless they're troublemakers.
I promise I'll behave. He might... Ulvik... This is probably a long shot, but have you heard of the Purple Mountains?
I've heard of the Black Mountains, the Green Mountains, even the Speckled Brown Mountains, but purple ones? If I had to guess, I'd say look to the Border Mountains range. They stretch from one end of the Northlands to the other. I'm sure they cover the colours of the rainbow.
I'm guessing it might take a while to see them all.
About a decade, give or take a few months.
And here I was hoping to get home by next week. He might know. I'm looking for the house that belonged to Abnaxis of the Vanar.
The ambassador. I met him once at a social function, must be at least 15 years ago now. Cryptic fellow, hard to understand, but pleasant enough for a politician. Didn't drink much. Though between the two of us, we cleaned out their larders. The ambassador had the good foresight to leave town before the Azadi arrived. But his house is still there. I believe they used to call it Abnaxis's abode in the old days. But nowadays it's known as an historic artifact. You can't miss it. It's right in the center of City Green. And it looks like a petrified tree. I reckon that's because it is a petrified tree. Oh, and best of luck getting inside. It's protected, if you know what I mean.
I have the key.
Oh, well, in that case, I reckon you'll have no problem getting inside, eh?
Time. I should get going, Ulvik.
I imagine you're busy. You let me know if there's anything else I can do for you, Zoe. Come back anytime. I'll see you around, Zoe.
People drinking in pubs looks the same everywhere. Aside from clothes.
I guess there's something on Discord that you're giggling about.
No, I'm giggling at, I'm looking at those UV umbrellas. And I found this one because I wanted different colors than just black. And then I'm looking at this one and, some of them have straps that you can hold on to, and some of them, how they are shaped.
Yes.
Some of them don't really come with anything you can just keep on your side.
Yes.
This one comes with a back scabbard.
Okay. No.
So, how's business? Pretty good. I mean,
So, we have the key to Abnax's abode, and we're gonna meet someone over there.
I must admit.
And we are not going to betray the
How's
trust
your
we're
memory
giving
coming
us.
along? Do you remember anything about this place now?
I worked so hard to remember, but no, not much. It was winter.
True. Winter changes everything. What with the snow and the ice and all.
And the city looked different. Smaller.
It probably has grown a bit.
But no, I don't really remember anything at all.
Perfectly fine. I also remember very little, but then I am a bird with a bird brain. So what can you expect?
I feel better having Crow around. They're preparing for a shindig of some kind. Any celebration that involves burning large sacks of hay is guaranteed success in my book. Pyres for celebrations or human sacrifices, one of the above. It looks like they're getting ready to celebrate Breet Moon's Eve. Oh, jams. Is it safe to bring back food to Stark? Is that even possible? Probably not. No, jams.
I need to do something about the chili marmalade.
What's going on here? Isn't that... Are they trying to chop down Abnaxis's abode? Great. That's great.
So this is it. Abode of, big ugly thing what speaks funny?
Apparently so.
And there's someone else here.
Apparently so.
Huh.
That's it. The home of Abnaxis. Now, I just need to find a way inside.
Power to get things done. Maybe then I can stop licking the arses of the Azadi. Goddess this and goddess that. It leaves a bad taste in my mouth, sucking up to their feminine deity. Give me a world without gods and goddesses, a world ruled by humans and true Northlanders. No magicals, no supernatural women folk, no superstitious invaders. A world by and for man. Woman in her rightful place at home.
That guy is a dick.
Go on, put your back into it, man. This is pathetic. It's merely a tree.
I think I saw that man in town yesterday, speaking to a small crowd.
A member of the
What's he
voting
doing?
public. Honor Hilaris, Esquire, at your service, madam. But I'm sure I don't need to introduce myself to you. You've seen my face in print and in public appearances. You know me as an honourable and truthful fellow who stands with the common man. And woman. We shan't forget the common woman. Yes, yes. I'm, of course, running for Commissioner of City Watch, a position sorely and desperately in need of new blood. The Watch needs strength. It needs direction. It needs humanity. In other words, it needs me.
This guy
Let's see
is
if I can get him
such
talking
an
about
ass.
himself. He sounded more than happy to do so. It's Hilaris, right?
Honor Hilaris, Esquire, licensed solicitor, and your candidate for Commissioner of City Watch.
It's an unusual name.
It's unique, certainly, but it's a Northlander name with deep roots in Mercurian society. My father, the esteemed Hubert Hilaris, Esquire, served dutifully for many years on the council. He was respected, feared, and admired by all. Of course, that was before he was beguiled by that Dulmari witch. She used her whiny sorcery and beastly sensuality to lure my father away from us. I've sworn to restore our sacred heritage. The witches shall burn, humanity shall prevail, and the name Hilaris shall no longer be the butt of spiteful jests.
He appears to be an Azadi. I take it you're happy with the Azadi occupation?
No, I wouldn't call it an occupation, not anymore. The Azadi came to save us from the Tyrant invaders, and they stayed to protect us against all magicals. They're our benefactors, not our oppressors. But the Resistance has put us all at risk. Unless we re-establish human dominion over the Northlands, we'll be vulnerable when the Azadi eventually return to Azadir. For believe me, they will. Oh, they promised as much. This is not their land, and this is why I run for office. To build a Mercuria by and for humans, one that can stand the test of time and stand up against occult invaders. We must invest in the future, and you can't spell future without Ona Hilaris.
I hate this guy
He's running for a
so
political position.
much.
You're running for City Watch.
Indeed, the Watch is in dire need of strong male leadership in this time of dark
No, better
crisis.
too.
Male.
Purple.
As you well know, the current commissioner, a person of the female persuasion, has failed to maintain order in the city in these dark, trying times. She's been soft on sorcery, magnanimous with magicals. She's indulged the occult, and she's extended an open hand to non-humans, acting in discord with our foreign benefactors. Oh, it's understandable she's weak. She's sentimental. She's merely a woman, and she's not been able to properly inspire the men of the Watch to take appropriate action against our occult immigrants. As soon as I'm elected, this will change. We will honor Azadi law and make Mercuria pure again. No more magic, no more magicals. And our women folk can once again return to home and hearth to be pampered and protected by their husbands, fathers and brothers. As it should be, yes, yes.
It looks like they're trying to destroy Why are you trying to knock down this tree?
Well, it's not just a tree. It's an affront to common decency and humanity. This so-called domicile was the dark and dangerous den of one of the most militant of magicals. An abominable beast that threatened our young and our women by its mere existence. Eradicating this occult stone tree from our historic green is not just my election promise to voters, but my God's-given responsibility as a human being.
I've had enough. Well, best of luck with everything.
Luck is the lazy man's excuse for failure. Luck is an occult idea. I create my own destiny, young madam, and so should you.
And I
Here's my
will.
advice to you. Find yourself a decent human husband and start breeding decent human babies. This is how you can best contribute to our common manifest destiny. And remember, a vote for honor is a vote for humanity.
I so much want to punch
That's
this
the best
man.
you can do. Oh, I
Okay,
take
so,
myself if I can just
To
moisturise
answer the
my
question
hands.
that Questgotl, and
Try it.
hello, I have purchased a couple of things on the Steam sale. I purchased one thing really. I've purchased the expansion for Final Fantasy XIV, and I have a bunch of other things in my cart currently, but I haven't purchased it yet. The Meaning of Life is 42. This game is amazing. I haven't looked into Cyberpunk lately, but the weather is bloody hot. The time is 4 to 8, and I'm doing great.
So what now?
I don't know. Do you have any suggestions?
Take a look.
Bury their bodies, and then go about our lives as if nothing happened.
That's disturbing.
I know, I'm dark.
I'm really not in the mood for killing today. Or any day.
Fine, then you come up with something.
Here. If you want the rest of it. Okay, so how do we get these guys? Can I have Crow do something about these guys, I wonder?
Crow, could you fly over there for me?
That was not a lot.
Why?
Just
Do you want-
trust
You
me.
could.
Why?
You'll have to.
Jesus, please, Crow.
Fine, pardon me for wanting to play a role in my own destiny. I'll
She
do it.
just comes over and takes.
I feel better having Crow around.
And she
Even
just
though
comes
I'm
and takes off my glass of wine.
A useless sidekick is better than no sidekick. I'm not saying he's useless.
Wait. Where did you go, Crow?
I wish I had wings.
Oh, come on, don't go
I could
back
just
there.
fly to the Purple Mountains after I get some proper directions.
Again? Seriously? Ugh. Fine.
A talking bird is one of the least strange things about this place.
Is
Okay.
that the best you can do? Oh, I'd take the axe myself if I hadn't just
Okay,
my
let's
hands.
see.
You
I
know,
need to find some way to get rid of them. Let's see. Got 3 chat avatar borders. Why? Because they are fancy. Wait. Chat avatar borders? What? Oh, those things on Steam. I was like, what? I was a little bit confused there. Can I do something about these? You thought you had me? In what sense? The hay.
Yeah, I know the drill.
What are you doing? Don't force me to take over and embarrass you in front of everyone. It's a tree, goddammit. Not a necromancer's stone.
That's where I need to go. But I'm not
Okay.
getting inside until those men are all gone.
I need Crow to do something, but I can't remember quite what I need him to do.
Are you doing this just to annoy me?
Because,
Hello again.
Well, best of luck with everything.
Auntie.
and Crow is back there. What did I have to do with
Go
Crow
on,
again?
put your back
I
in
can't
something,
remember
man.
what the
This
hell
is
I had to do
pathetic.
to get
It's
these
merely
guys
a
to
tree.
I think I had to like scare them off in some way, but I can't remember quite how. Dishes. Okay, let's just like have him.
Someday soon I'm gonna complain to the Guild of Sidekicks about this.
Okay, let's see what happens if I
I feel
can.
better having Crow around, even though I'm not sure what he can do.
Geronimo!
Filthy
Still,
magic.
a useless sidekick is better than no sidekick. I'm not saying he's useless.
Okay, so he's looking around. And let's have him go there.
Thank the gods of feathers you're paying me well. Wait, that's not a thing you do.
Oh, poor Crow. It's a good thing he's such a shitty,
Again? Seriously?
shitty thrower.
Fine.
What kind of shoddy job are the Azadi doing when there are still talking birds flapping about?
I don't understand how a man of Obnaxis's, girth could possibly fit inside that tiny house.
Let's see. No. So I need to do something to get rid of the other guy there. This guy needs to go somewhere. Is there anything else I can find here in the city green? No. No.